As you guys know, one of my goals for 2017 is to win a Category 2 cross-country mountain bike race. I know it's going to take a lot to pull this off, so I need to get my body in shape, eat right, sleep right, train right. That side of the equation. But the other side of the equation is having the right tools for the job. I love my Santa Cruz Bronson. It's a great all-around bike, but to give myself the best possible chance to win a race, I'm going to have to take it up a notch. Can you guess what it is? I really want to tear this thing apart and get into it and build it up, but this is a demo bike, so I need to take some pictures and remember where everything is all set up because it's going to get sent back in a couple months. So this is the Orbea OEs. This is the M20 build, full suspension, carbon fiber, cross-country race bike. So I'm really excited about this, not just because I have the right tool for the job to actually win a cross-country mountain bike race, but because Orbea loves what I'm doing. They stepped up. They reached out to me, we got to chatting, and they like the channel. So I love working with people that are stoked on what I'm doing. And don't think that this means that the Bronson is going to go away or that I'm not going to be allowed to ride this bike because that bike and this bike, it's not going to happen. I'm still going to make the best videos I can possibly make on whatever bike I want to ride. But for now, I think the best bike for cross-country racing is this bike. So let's do a little quick rundown of the components here. As you guys should know by now, I don't care about every measurement and component and all that super nerdy stuff. That's why I always leave a link in the description for you guys to geek out on. So that being said, this is a Shimano 2x11 setup with an XTR derailleur and XT components everywhere else with the shifters and the brakes. Super short travel in the rear. I put a ruler on that and it's 1.5 inches. Up front we've got the Fox Factory SC32 with 100 millimeters of travel. Got some Mavic Crossmax wheels. I always say Mavic because a guy at the bike shop said Mavic one time and I kind of like it. It's French. And we're rolling on Maxxis Icon tires, front and rear, 2.20s. No dropper post, old-fashioned style. And the first thing I noticed when I took this thing out of the box was the skinny bars, 710 millimeters. And one last pretty cool feature about this bike is the remote lockout that locks out the fork and the shock, all with one pretty tough movement of the thumb there. And then bam, unlocked. I've always had a love-hate relationship with locking out my suspension, but I'm thinking this is going to make it a lot easier. So I cannot wait for a few more sunny days here in the Bay Area. Let the trails dry out a little bit more. Super muddy right now, just a total mess, so I'm not going to take this bike out there in those conditions. But once I do, I cannot wait to see how some of my Strava times are going to compare to my 2013 best shape of my life self. So that's really going to be the goal, is I can look back in time and see, okay, on this segment, I was hitting it at 1 minute. What am I doing today? And comparing and going back and forth and using this bad boy to get faster and faster. So thanks to the guys at Orbea for making this possible. One step closer to achieving the goal. And now it's just all on me, right? It's all about getting fit and doing the work and putting in the time to make this thing happen. And of course, a big thanks to all you guys watching that support me, who have been here from the beginning or have just joined in. I appreciate it so much, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the trail.